Chelsea need to recruit a new striker this summer. The new manager will have a say over transfers. But we can't imagine many bosses turning down someone like Victor Osimhen, who has been branded one of the best strikers in the world by João Cancelo. Chelsea have long been linked with a move to sign Osimhen, with TBR Football exclusively revealing that Todd Boehly is willing to bid pound 110M to sign the Napoli star. There have been concerns about what will happen with this deal following Mauricio Pochettino's departure, but Team Talk has some good news for Blues fans. The outlet claims that Osimhen is now fully focused on joining Chelsea despite what happened to Pochettino at the club. It was further said that the Blues are way ahead of Paris Saint-Germain and the Saudi clubs in the race to sign the Nigerian striker. The report adds that Osimhen has given informal approval to Chelsea, and only some aspects of his 7-year contract prospects need to be discussed. TBR Football can confirm that Chelsea are willing to pay pound 110 million to sign Osimhen this summer, but there are also other ways to reach a deal. The Blues are expected to part ways with a number of their current players. Many of their loan players will also be released. Chelsea joined the race for the Barcelona defender. According to Mundo Deportivo, the lack of further discussions regarding the Uruguayan's contract extension leads to the belief that the club will allow the centre-back to leave if a suitable offer arrives. Considering that Todd Boehly has more money than sense, it's not surprising that he's willing to throw a few more million at a player who is one of the best players in his game. Boehly's ego and generosity will almost certainly ensure Chelsea come out on top, so it's a situation Barca can take advantage of. McKenna wanted to take the next step in his career. According to the BBC, the ambitious McKenna wants to take the next step in his career. His current contract runs until 2027. Ipswich wanted to offer him a better deal, but they expectedly failed to convince him to stay. Reportedly, they would be due £4M in compensation if any team pinched McKenna from them, a fate they have essentially resigned themselves to at this point. However, The Guardian claims that McKenna has not given any indication to Ipswich that he wants to move, and that he may be waiting to see how things go at Manchester United, his favourite club growing up and his former employer. But things can change quickly in football, and it looked like Chelsea were the ones taking our chances. What did Pochettino do to annoy the Chelsea board of directors? Mauricio Pochettino is leaving Chelsea in his position as head coach after reaching a mutual agreement with the club. The Blues confirmed on Tuesday that the 52-year-old manager had left Stamford Bridge. Mauricio Pochettino only lasted one season at Chelsea before leaving, but he managed to achieve a 6th-place finish in the Premier League with a young squad that was plagued by injuries throughout the year. Chelsea had announced that Pochettino's departure was a mutual agreement, but it turned out that the club and the head coach did not fully agree on everything. Hitsy Football insider Graham Bailey, speaking exclusively to the Chelsea Chronicle, has provided some insight into why the Chelsea board are frustrated with Pochettino. Bailey said, "From what I understand, it happened over a long period of time. The fact that they have been doing their due diligence on a new coach for several weeks. It was always there. The fact that they would probably move on from it. It's always a possibility. The good run towards the end of the season, I think from a Chelsea boss's point of view, has covered some of the gaps. They weren't too happy because he was so outspoken when it came to transfers and other things. He was appointed by Todd Boehly, so for the entire hierarchy, I'm not sure they're that convinced by him. So they took this opportunity to make a change. They think they should have finished higher than before. They think they can improve with a new head coach. That's their overall feeling. No matter how they end the season, they always have the belief that they have to keep going." Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur are reportedly interested in Cherki. The 20-year-old attacking midfielder has become an important player for the French team, and his performances have also caught the attention of Paris Saint-Germain. According to HATC, the French club is expected to sign him at the end of the season. It will be interesting to see whether Chelsea or Tottenham can win the race for his signature. The French midfielder could be a quality acquisition. He can operate as a central attacking midfielder and also in the wing area. He will add goals and creativity to Chelsea's attack. Meanwhile, Tottenham also need more quality in that department. They are too reliant on James Maddison. They also need to bring in a quality alternative, and Cherki would be an ideal acquisition. He would certainly be intrigued by the idea of joining a Premier League club, and it remains to be seen where he will end up. He is a tremendous talent with a bright future ahead of him, and the 20-year-old could develop into a key player for both London clubs. The France Under-23 international will be intrigued by the idea of competing at the highest level, and the opportunity to join the likes of Chelsea and Tottenham will be hard to turn down. It remains to be seen whether the two London clubs can reach an agreement with Lyon. The midfielder will likely develop with coaching and experience. His numbers will increase when he plays alongside better players at Chelsea or Tottenham. They can give him a platform to showcase his qualities at a higher level. McKenna has emerged as Chelsea's leading candidate. Chelsea are willing to take a risk on McKenna, who has shown success in managing lower league clubs. Chelsea are looking for a replacement for Pochettino, who left the club earlier this week, and according to the Evening Standard, McKenna has given the Blues the green light to step up their approach. McKenna has prepared himself for life in the Premier League after he guided Ipswich to back-to-back promotions from League One. The Northern Ireland coach has done a sensational job with the Tractor Boys. According to a report from the Evening Standard, Ipswich manager McKenna has given Chelsea the green light to improve their approach. The 38-year-old, labelled sensational by former Liverpool striker John Barnes, is one of the leading candidates at Stamford Bridge, with a compensation package of more than £4 million not expected to deter the West London side. While McKenna certainly has unfinished business at Ipswich after gaining back-to-back promotions, it was always going to be hard to turn down the opportunity to manage a club like Chelsea. Their transfer budget for next season will be on a different scale, while the quality of players McKenna can work with at Stamford Bridge will be next level. Reports suggest that Chelsea have been in talks with McKenna's representatives for a few weeks now, and they are ready to battle Brighton and Hove Albion for his signature. The West London side will likely feel that they will have an advantage over the competition given the club's status. Sebastian Hoeness made a decision when Chelsea targeted him. The current headlines surrounding the Blues are about which manager will be brought to the club after the Chelsea board made the decision to part ways with Pochettino after just one season. There are some big names linked with a move to Chelsea, some world-class bosses, and Hoeness is another name who has been contacted by the board about a move to London. He has just led Stuttgart to the Champions League for next season. But the latest news from Sky Germany's Florian Plettenberg, speaking on Sky Sports News, is that the German boss will not be moving to the Blues. Plettenberg said, "Chelsea have asked about Stuttgart manager Sebastian Hoeness in recent weeks, but I am very confident that he will stay at Stuttgart to play in the Champions League with them. He extended his contract there a few weeks ago until 2027 with several exit options. Chelsea put him on the list, a huge thing for Hoeness, but it's not the job that suits him at the moment. This is a very big development for Stuttgart, one of the best teams this season. It's a big surprise what he has done with Stuttgart. They have a good squad, but they finished second in the Bundesliga, one place behind Bayer Leverkusen and one place above Bayern Munich." Chelsea opened talks with a big offer for the Barcelona defender. Barcelona defender Ronald Araujo has been linked with a number of sides in recent months, as he is considered the leading candidate to leave the Catalan capital for a big fee this summer. There has been some debate over whether Aston Villa's reported interest is real, while Bayern Munich and Manchester United have also made contact with agents in 2024. Now Chelsea have also emerged on the scene. According to Mundo Deportivo, Chelsea have opened talks with Araujo with a big offer for the Uruguayan to improve his situation. The 24-year-old has always stated that he is happy at Barcelona, but contract talks have stalled over the last few months, with his contract expiring in 2026, and a move has not been ruled out.